Hey guys, alright, so this is kind of like a little bit of an unhaul slash, like, kind of like chit chat a little bit. Um, so yeah, the books I'm going to get rid of, I'm not going to get rid of them right away off my shelf. I'll explain more once I show the books, but I want to also, please don't pay attention to my skin, it's acting up right now. But all last week, the reason why there was not a video at all last week. I even tried posting a video one time explaining things, but it was when we had no power and my phone's internet wouldn't work at all. Also, but all last week we had a severe and terrible winter storm, and it's not one we get all the time for us to be used to at all. I mean, like, this is so bad. People died from being, because it was just too cold. And then, because a lot of people were without electricity and everything for like too long and had no access of getting anywhere to get, because sometimes here in Texas we're not used to it getting that cold, and so people's batteries weren't wanting to start because it was too cold, because some people just don't have, not everybody has like garages at all, and some people have carports, which is still not the same thing. But anyway, some people died from it being too cold. Some died trying to stay warm, and because of the carbon monoxide and stuff. Like, people were that crazy trying to keep themselves and their families warm that they risked their lives, and it's really sad. But like, because like all over the internet and stuff, I've been hearing like people like saying, "Oh, Texans don't know how to handle anything." We know how to handle things, because I mean, we get tornadoes and we get hurricanes and stuff, but we're not used to that kind of a weather. We're used to it getting cold, but not that cold. And it has been years since it's ever gotten that cold. Well, I mean, like, okay, I want to say my son was in either kindergarten or first grade, and like, I forgot what grade my daughter was in at that time. Anyways, because I'm having, a brain fart and stuff. Anyways, but it got really cold and it snowed. Things iced over and stuff, but it wasn't as cold as it got last week. No, I mean, like, it got down to like 10, and sometimes even lower at nighttime, and that was the worst time for us Texans, was nighttime. I mean, I am very lucky that we did not lose power. Well, we lost power maybe once, and that was at nighttime, and it was for like a few hours, and then we got it back, but we never lost water. And I feel bad for everybody that, lost power and water. Like, a good friend of mine was out of power because they live more northwest, not southwest Texas, kind of, and so they got the storm a lot sooner than where I live, and so they lost power Sunday night is when it was all coming in and everything, and so they had been without power the whole entire time. I mean, luckily they know how to stay warm. They had a fireplace and everything. They knew how to stay warm and stuff, but it was the fact that, like, they lost power, and she, they had to boil water, and so the way that she bathed her kids was like a little tub, and, like, a lot of people were doing that just to, get their skin clean and stuff like that, and a lot of people are still, I think, without power. A lot of people are still having to boil their water right now, and so, but yeah, point blank, we're not used to it getting that cold, like, up in the north, and like the East Coast, and like, where it snows and stuff like that. We're not used to that. I mean, I know that like Amarillo and stuff like that, they're kind of used to it a little bit, being that they're closer up to like Colorado, so they'll get some snow and stuff every now and then. But yeah, Texas is not used to getting that cold. And like I said, people were dying and whatnot because of this storm, and it's sad. And some of them were children. Like, little boy. He was 8 years old, just a year younger than my son. He died because it got so cold. And his mom just thought maybe he was sleeping in because, you know, they were cold. And so they were trying to stay any place where, you know, like in the house where they could stay warm. And, you know, like she didn't know. And so it's really sad. But we're all doing okay. We're gonna recover. We're gonna make it through it like we always do, especially during tornadoes and like hurricanes and stuff. We're coming together as a community like we always do down here in Texas. But, you know, yeah, let's get to the books. Now, like I said, these books, I want to get the fuller version, like the bigger adult type version of these books. Some of them, not all of them, just some of them. These books here. I want to get the bigger version and the original version of Black Beauty. Black Beauty was also one of my favorites as a kid, and it's my daughter's favorite, and so I want to get her the bigger version more. This is like, it says revised for modern readers of all ages, but this is more so like younger kids, like 4th, 5th grade and stuff. And so, because it's really easy, like, words to pronounce and stuff. And I want her to have the original version of this, the real original version, not the revised or anything like that. Next is Wizard of Oz. Again, I love Wizard of Oz. I love it, love it, love it. But I want the full and original version of this. Now, I might not, like, fully get rid of these. Even after I take them off my shelf, I might give them to my son because they do have pictures and stuff in them. So there are illustrations in here. And this would be good for him to be able to read as well. But, yeah. And then there's Moby Dick. Not my favorite at all. I read it as a kid. Didn't like it. Not my thing. But, again, there are pictures in this. There's, if I'm correct, there's pictures in all of these books. And next is the revised for Little Women. I want to get the original of this because I did love the movie, the original one. I haven't seen the newer version of it, which has a couple people I recognize, but I cannot put their names to it because I'm just, my brain's just like, this whole time since the storm, it's just like, I'm tired. If you cannot tell, the dark circles are even worse than they usually are and stuff. And so, yeah. I want to get the original for this to go onto my shelf. What I'm going to do is, as I'm talking about these books, the ones that I want to get into the original versions, I'm going to put into one stack. And then the ones I'm not really interested in getting the original for, we'll go in another stack, and I'll show the stack that I want to get the originals for, and then the one that I don't. The ones that I do not. Next is the Treasure Island. I was never fully into this at all, ever. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just don't like the storyline for it, or the story to begin with. I like pirate type books and stuff like that, but, you know, like books that have pirates in it and stuff, but this one was just not me. Pride and Prejudice. Right? Yeah. I want to get the original for this. Not fully my thing, but it wasn't a bad story at all, and so I would love to just get, you know, the original for it, because I want to, yeah, I have the Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, so that it's like a retelling, but zombie version, and I cannot wait to start that, and so, which I might choose that to read that one in October maybe, or like what I'll do is, for me, spooky season will start September. But you know, that because I have a ton of like spooky season type books, and I would love to get to the like to read all of them if possible. If not, it's fine. But I would love the original for that one. The Time Machine, I don't fully remember anything about this book, and that's bad. Which means that, you know, it was just not for me and stuff. I mean, from what I can tell by the cover, it's a man that has built a time machine and can go back into time. But that's basically all I can say about this book. Anne of Green Gables, I would love to get this in the original version because I loved the show on Netflix and stuff. But the only difference between this story and then the one on Netflix is that he doesn't really actually die. And so that's the only thing. Because like on page 161, 2 days later, they laid Matthew Cuthbert to rest. So, yeah. That's the only difference in this versus, you know, the one on Netflix. But I loved this story. And so, yeah. But I want, like I said, get fuller versions. Tom Sawyer, also a favorite. I read this book as a kid. Now, not this version, because these were my daughter's, and she didn't want them anymore. But, yeah, I loved Tom Sawyer. I loved even the different movie adaptations for it. The one with Elijah Woods. The one with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Yeah, it was good. And so I want to get to the full version for that. And then last but not least, Alice in Wonderland. I loved this book. I loved it a lot. And I want to get a tattoo. I want to see if I can find the picture for it. It's one where it's like the Mad Hatter, the rabbits, and then the other character, like, and you like straight up like just like see them, you know. And so, because I loved this book. I loved the movie adaptation for it. It was amazing. I loved the animated version of it, and I loved the real version of it that had Johnny Depp. I love Johnny Depp's movies and all the ones that I've seen of him in. My all-time favorite, though, for him was, of course, Alice in Wonderland, but Crybaby. He did good. Like, the way he's able just to get into character, especially even with Pirates of the Caribbean. I love it. The way he's able to get into character and be able to stay in that character, it was just amazing. And being able to, like, even, like, when he was going to, like, hospitals and stuff and dressed up as that character, and just be able to be in that character, it's amazing. But I also want to add Chester the Cat as well. And so, yeah, but I would love to get the full, the original version. And then there's another version of it that I want, kind of like, I think, twisted around a little bit, kind of like thriller horror, I think, if I'm correct on the other version that I want to get of it, and how to describe it. But yeah, I love Alice in Wonderland. Okay, now I'm going to show the books, the stack of books that I'm just going to, I don't want to get, you know, the originals for 3 books, you know, I thought there would have been more, but, you know. But yeah, these 3 books, I do not want to get the full versions, you know, original versions for, because I know I will never touch these ever again. So I guess those are, I guess I do have some books, you know, that that are bad. These books, the Time Machine, Treasure Island, and Moby Dick. I don't like these classics at all. They're not like my thing. But this stack is huge. So Alice in Wonderland, Tom Sawyer, Anna Green Gables, Pride and Prejudice, The Wizard of Oz, Black Beauty. But the Black Beauty, I'm getting more full version for my daughter because it's huge. Like it was good, but it's not something I would pick up over and over and over again at all. I mean, I do want to reread it, the original one, but then it's gonna go straight to my daughter because I know she loves this book. And then Little Women, but yeah, that's basically it for this video. I'm gonna try to get on track this week with getting videos up and whatnot. I'm going to try and get up the part 2 for the anticipated book release video. I will try to get that up Wednesday, if not Friday. So there might be like at least 2 videos this week. And then I'm going to try to do 3 from now on. I mean, unless, you know, I can't. But that's why, you know, my schedule is 2 to 3 videos and whatnot. But I would love to be able to maybe do more one day. But at this moment, no. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. If you loved this video and got this far in the video, put a weird, different, has nothing to do with this video, but a pizza emoji, just because pizza sounds really good, and I don't have any right now, and so, but yeah. If you got this far, pizza emoji, whether it's a slice of pizza or the whole thing, whatever, it doesn't matter. Comment down below. I want to know what's one book or books that you just wouldn't pick up ever again that you read in your childhood, because I would love to know. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. And I'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. Bye, guys.